Hi friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot, and today we're going to do a unboxing. Well, not so much of unboxing actually, but yeah, still unboxing and silent flip through this really, I think it's really exciting new mass market deck of tarot for the great outdoors. So it says that tarot with an outdoor twist. So this is like we're going to national parks and outdoor activities, from camping to foraging to mountain biking. So I really excited for this because I always like the idea of foraging. I know that a lot of people maybe cannot do foraging so much at the moment, but I think this tarot deck also can give you an idea or a feeling of how does it feel to be able to go to outdoors, with the tarot deck. So let's see what it got. Oh, it's really nice. It's probably already been unboxed by someone else already and they return it. That's why it's not doesn't have any plastic or something. And it's got from Joe Gordon, illustrations by Shari Steber. Tarot for the great outdoors. Let's see this really nice guidebook. Actually, it's very concise. So it says why leave no trace. So it's kind of combining how you can do something outdoor and how to not leave a trace. It's like for campers, stargazer, hiker, picnickers, and also combining it with the history of tarot. The reverse cards matter. It's beautiful, the idea of reverse cards. Let's see what's going on. I'm sorry for the noise. It's one of my neighbors repairing something in their house. So it's really nice also, the spread before, during and after spread is like, what do you need to know before your trip? It's beautiful. What's going to happen during your trip and what do you feel after your trip? Okay, that's really interesting spread, but probably also will create a certain kind of anxiety and the wishing, like, oh, the card says this, but how come it's not coming yet? Okay. It's very concise. Manufactured in China, 2023 by Julie Gordon. I wish it's not produced there, but I think what I heard from a lot of tarot creators is that when they want to quote something from a printer in the USA, they ship the order straight to China or Taiwan. So a lot of tarot creators, I'm talking about the indie card creators, doesn't even bother, they go straight to China. But I'm just like, why don't you try to do things in Europe or somewhere else, like Southeast Asia? But yeah, I don't want to be snappy. Okay guys, enjoy. Okay, one thing that I want to say about this is like a lot of people is like complaining fake deck situation, counterfeited deck situation, and what I'm going to say is like, okay, you don't like the Chinese counterfeited your deck, then why you still print there? What is the reason? There's no need to print there. There's so many different countries that you can use and you can contact to print, for example, Thailand is really good in printing, and the cardstock is really nice, and also Czech Republic or some other place, maybe UK, Italy. I know that some Italian printing company is not reliable, but again, you probably can sue them if they counterfeit your deck, you know. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Enjoy the silent flip through. Okay guys, we just finished silent flip through tarot for the great outdoors by JQ Garden, not Joe Garden, sorry. So yeah, that's the thing. What do I feel about this deck? I mean, I think this deck is really interesting because it's beautifully showcase a lot of the national park in America, in the United States of America. I mean, not the other parts, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But some of the places in the major arcana is quite resonating, and I knew some of them. I've been there, so it's really beautiful that we have this in the major arcana. But Denali is not in America, I think. Denali is in Canada, if I'm not wrong. Please correct me. So yeah, it's really beautiful, but at the same time I love Yellowstone as a wheel of fortune. But at the same time, it seems like the extent of consideration of certain pairing up certain national park with certain archetype and energy of tarot, it's really resonating only in major arcana. I'm so sorry to say this. It's really beautiful. Like for example, the Death is Death Valley, of course, you know, and like Temperance with the Zion National Park. It's true like that, because to go up into these mountains in Zion National Park, you really have to pace yourself. You cannot just like go, because then you kind of like tired and you don't know next what to do next, you know. So in this case, it's really beautiful, pairing up with the major arcana energy, like Joshua Tree National Park also, because it's very ethereal, very, a lot of people go there to gain a lot of inspiration in Joshua Tree. It feels very extra terrestrial when I went there. Also, all of the figures of the trees are very otherworldly. I always say, like, after I went to Joshua Tree, I understand why a lot of ideas of the science fiction come from the 1950s onward from California, because of the scenery there. It's really otherworldly feeling, and it's so beautiful there, despite the harsh climate, of course. And to pairing it up with the star, I think it's major, you know. It's, yeah, it is like this. When you're out there, you feel hopeful. Actually, you gain a lot of insights for your life and what kind of move next you want to make. Okay, so that is for the major arcana. Now for the minor arcana, we go from the name of the Canyon State Park, the national parks, into the activity that you can do there. And some of the energy, I feel it's not very resonating at all. For example, like Eight of Pentacles, I don't really get what does this mean. It means that you have to be taking care of your kayak. You have to know where to kayak or something like this, because this is Eight of Cups, right? Vessels, sorry. So Eight of Cups, it's like these two people, it's going away for a camping trip or something like that. And Eight of Cups energy normally is like running, or not running, but like moving on into a different world or something, or a different chapter in your life after a harsh breakup or something like this. So it's kind of like, if you go out in a national park with your buddy, it feels like you're going to go for like a beer or something like that, and having fun, enjoy. It doesn't really resonate for me with the Eight of Cups energy. like Nine of Cups as well. This is probably inside joy and fulfillment, along with also the Ten of Cups, which is like the Ten of Cups is quite resonating for me, but the Nine is really a bit weird. I don't know how to derive on it, you know. It feels a bit similar with the Ten of Cups energy. Please correct me if if I'm wrong and you already work with this deck and like, oh, totally, it's so resonated. Please let me know, because I don't know. Am I missing something on this, you know? So for example, also the one that I don't get is like the Ten of Sticks. In here, the Ten of Sticks, it looks like more like Ten of Cups energy for me, because Ten of Sticks most of the time it's about like people who overburdened with responsibility, and this one, it looks like celebration is in due order. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to read. It doesn't read well for me in a Rider White Smith tarot cards perspective. And also Nine of Stick, it's like, it's really weird energy that I'm getting as well. It was supposed to be like you know, it's the last breath of something that you need to do. You just keep on going, and it looks like it's more a cooperation or something like that. And Nine of Wands energy most of the time is not really happy face energy, so it's not very resonating for me. The minor arcana vibe, it's really weird. And the Queen of Sticks, which is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, probably it can be resonating, but I don't see other energy as well, other inclination that normally you see in a Queen of Wands, for example the black cat or a cat in general. And in here the King of Wands is in like a swamp, so it's kind of not very clear to me with the water snake here. What is the meaning, right? Ace of Stones, Two of Pentacles. So it's like the Two of Pentacles also like this. Two of Pentacles normally is an energy of balancing options, right? You're kind of like the juggling. I don't see it in here. It's just, for me, this is just like a scenery of someone like take a rest in the inside the tent. Where's the juggling? You know, it's the juggling between resting or starting again, maybe. It's not very clear. The Three of Stones is clear. Four of Stone, Four of Pentacles also, like, what is this? This is like you want to go outside in the outdoor but kind of hesitated because of your budget or something, so you ended up in Central Park in New York. I don't know. Also the Five of Pentacles is really weird because normally it's depicting poverty. And I think if you can go out and about in the rain and still can make all of this camp happening, I don't think you're, and they all looks really happy, it doesn't portray poverty at all. It doesn't portray struggling. Is it struggling to feel happy being outdoor in the rain, maybe? I don't know, but then the face and the scenery shouldn't be like this. I don't know. And the Six of Pentacles, I don't understand this as a Six of Pentacles. So that's the kind of things that between, in the minor arcana, between resonating and that. For example, the Eight of Stones, I totally understand this energy and it's totally resonating. And but it's not in the great outdoors. I thought the meaning of the great outdoors is like you go to national parks. That's why the major arcana is full of that, which national park you can go, you know. So something like this, for example, Nine of Stones with this mushrooms, this is totally I got, right? the feeling of a Nine of Pentacles, and also the Ten of Pentacles as well. This is very resonating. This is what I think the meaning of the archetype of the Ten of Stones and Nine of Stones, basically. So moving on. And Page of Stones is also, Page of Pentacles is someone who's studious, you know, they want to study something in terms of like new business, new endeavor or something. And to have it as a camp host, it's like maybe this person can be like Queen of Pentacles instead, because she has the firewood, she has the camp. Basically, she doesn't need to raise up a tent because this is her domain, it feels, and she knows she's the host. The meaning of a host, it's like you're hosting, you know what you're doing, and it's kind of contradict the feeling of a page energy to me. I don't know. And instead we have this as a Queen of Stones, someone who teaches rock climbing, which is it's a scene, the same scene from the Blades, or which one is that again? I think it's the Blades here, or the Sticks. No. There's 7 something. That's suddenly really out of the blue kind of thing. Oh yeah, it's the 7 of Stones. 7 of Pentacles. So the theme is supposedly the great outdoors. And this scenery, first of all, it's not the great outdoors, it's inside the gym, I believe. And with the 7 of Stones, though, I understand that probably to depict the 7 of Stones in this time, it can resonate, because if you want to do some kind of like hiking, or you know, like hiking in Zion or something like that, or rock climbing rather, you kind of need to have this type of exercise before you can do this in the nature, right? You have to be very good at it. But as a Queen of Stones in here, we're back to this scenery again. I'm not quite sure. I'm not very sure actually. Why? She's someone who teaching. I think this is more resonated as a Queen of Swords or something, because she has the knowledge to teach. I thought Queen of Pentacles is like she's hosting. She's a host. Am I being very weird here, or become like very confused? Am I missing something in this deck? I don't know. I felt that I'm going to the beginner again with all of the archetype energy. So yeah, that's where my confusion comes from, and yeah, I don't know if I'm sure this is not a beginner deck at all. It's actually quite confusing to me. The King of Stone, of course, he's the master of hikers. So maybe that's it. He's trying to, this deck is trying to put the pentacles into the knowledge of the rocks or something like that, because the Knight is also explain the stalactite and stalagmite, something like this. But it's just like weird. This Queen of Stone is just like out of place. You know, everybody's in outdoor except the Queen of Stones. Is it she's supposed to be like having a very grounding experience of the thing? I don't know. I don't understand. But yeah, that's the confusion that I feel from the minor arcana of this deck. And yeah, and because of that, I'm not sure I'm going to recommend this deck for other people to purchase, to be quite honest, despite the beauty of the, what do you mean? What do you call it? The beauty of the scenery depicted in the deck in itself. But I feel like the energy is really not, it's not very resonating, like the Eight of Sticks, Beaver. Is it because they're very fast building a dam? Maybe that's why, for their habitat. Like a Six of Sticks, Six of Wands is supposed to be a victory feeling. And yet we're meeting with the scenery of two people trying to hike in the rain. It doesn't seems like a victory. Is it a victory because yeah, you're finally, despite all odds, you decided to go outdoor in the rain? This means like an extortion of the self. I don't know. It's a really weird deck, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm glad I have it. So I mean, I do an unboxing of it because then I can also realize, you know, sometimes things are really too great to be true. Maybe I don't regret doing the unboxing of this deck. It's still great, I feel, but it's just not resonating with me anymore, and I will pass it along in my next tarot, not workshop, because then people will get more confused. I think I will pass it along next time I get into yeah, in a social media group or something like that. Okay guys, if you like this video, even though it's not a very good hot takes and review, please don't forget to subscribe, share and comment, because that's the best way if you want to support me as the channel creator, and so that I can make more video like this. I enjoy it, and I hope this video and this channel beneficial to you. Okay, and see you next time in the next video. Bye bye.